Okay, I'm going to give it a few more minutes for people to join the stream, as I also have to check on the stream health and all of that. So, yeah, I got some new intro cards, like the stream starting soon, and all that. Get that onto the other side. Get the chat over there. OBS can stay there. Um, rotate my character a bit so it does not get kicked for idling. Let's see. So yeah, I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes. Let's see. We need to talk to Father Drake, so we need to be over here. Just moving my character about so I don't get disconnected, like I said earlier. Is there anything else I need to do before stream starts? Not really. There's nothing on Wizard101 side. Um... But I'm trying to think of something else. What else am I missing? Um... Oh, yeah. Okay, I think I did all that I can. Welcome to the... Oh, no, concurrent. Let's look at chat rates so I can see the chat. Okay, chat's up. Okay. Just do that. And now switch over to the gaming screen. I have a feeling she's going to jump in when I enter. So okay, there we go. Just a heads up. You two are on a live stream. Just to give them a heads up. Let's go with Death Blade. Level 30 gear, for certain. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to change realms. And I've got the new intro. Okay. A little late to do that now, but... Did I miss the attack spell? Miss. He did a miss attack. Okay. AoE Humongo Frog. That, yeah, I might. And we're doing Leaf Storm, which will kill at least one of them, so kill the other one. Never mind. Feel like I did nothing for that fight. Okay, so yeah, we have all the spiritual. We have all the spiritual schools in play right here. I'm curious about her gear if she's hitting 700 points of damage with... Okay, that's her Kookaburra casting that spell. Okay. And still hitting well beyond the maximum of that spell without a blade. I think I'm wasting my time bloody blading myself. I just need pips to be able to do stuff. Honestly, I seriously need to look at her gear because that's doing double the minimum damage. as we got Mordred coming out for the quest. There we go. Either way, oh, didn't know a little bit of the green screen is getting elusive. That's a yellow, not a green. There we go. Okay. Zeus, Senators, and Wisteria. Okay. That still doesn't explain the damage output.
Bravely to have reached me in this place. Many draconians stood between here and the academy.
Okay.
You wish for my scales, for a new suit of drake armor. I am most pleased to give these to you. Ride with glory and honor.
Thank you.
Father Drake gives you several of his loose scales, more than you need.
Did I mark my location over by via door? No. Go to the Basilica because I royally messed up. Completely forgot where my marked location was. Didn't realize it was Drake. I should have read that and gone, oh no, that's not the right place. My bad. Or I need to get I need like one more diamond. If I could get one more diamond, and I don't know, I don't care how. If I have to do gardening again, because I know I should have been doing that the entire time, and I've sort of let it go to the wayside. Hello, Viador.
That's plenty. The Father Drake must have liked you to have given you so many. Let me see here.
Okay.
Matches the Father Drake's.
I'm finished now. This is the finest suit of Drake armor I have ever made.
Or will ever make ever again.
The armor is forged. No armor has had such a story of courage before it was even forged.
Okay.
Take it now to the Mother Drake in the hatchery, so that she might armor the new Drake in such fine protection.
Good thing I didn't change this.
Is it ready now?
Yes, it is.
You give the Mother Drake the armor.
This is the finest suit of Drake armor I've yet seen. It is only fitting for so great a task.
And again, the last Drake armor that will ever be seen.
The newborn Drake has been made ready for you now. There is one launching pad left in the academy, and once armored, go and speak with Ashley, the good luck, young dragon rider. All our hopes go with you.
So, today is... I am surprised. Today may be... No. No, I am not fighting. Today may be the day we finish Arc 1. If that is the case, that is going to be the end point of this of season 1 of the Death Paladin. And the reason I say season 1 is because I planned initially. Of course, this is if I'm reading this all right, because I don't think I've done the Crucible yet.
It's unbelievable. A new Drake has arrived at the last landing platform. I'm so excited.
Thank you, Ashley.
Are you ready to face Malastair? All that's left to do is to go to the landing platform and ride your Drake up to the entrance of the great volcano. If you have any friends you can summon to aid you, once there, you can make your way up to the headmaster's office. Malastair should be there. He'll see you come. I'm so afraid. I can't believe it, but a chill just ran down my branches. Go and face Malastair. Be the hero!
Yes, this is the last quest. Okay. So, like I said, this is the last... So I at least now have a full title for this stream now. There we go. Season 1 finale. Arc 1 complete. Or did anything with the Drake after this. Okay.
Unfortunately, time is short and you have much to do. I will take you where you must go. Hop on my back.
You mount the Drake. With a leathery snap, it spreads its wings and takes flight.
I'm not skipping this for any reason, because this cutscene...
Here you are. All of our hopes go with you.
I'm surprised the spirit guards don't try to stop you. Crafting anvil. Oh boy. Wow. Okay. Spider keepers, and that requires any Malastair hat. So, we may be farming Malastair for a while to get the... As much as this does not give, Ebon robe, then ebon suit. The ebon suit gives us an empowerment card, which I have already, so we may go with the scarecrow. Keep the scarecrow. Oh, but I lose. Okay, that makes more sense. If I switch it over, I lose the storm stat bonus. Okay. Gertox Chillblade, Gertox Ender's Blade. Again, I know that for a fact that these are just... These are pity craft. I think these falls under the pity craft. But it's good to know that that exists for getting Arc 1's best gear possible. I think this is literally falls into the best gear of again, I'm still using level 30 helm because the level 40 gear isn't any better. Now, who was that? Okay, he's probably doing the crafting. But, stuff team. So what I need is that. So, let's see. The goal. Okay, that is a question. That is a really good question. With this being the final dungeon of the game, what I'm going to do is mark my location. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go to the bazaar and see if there is anything, and I mean anything, that could potentially beat my gear. And also see if they have a diamond. If they have a diamond, we may postpone Malistaire for a little bit. If there's a diamond, great. Though I doubt there will be. Yep. Like I suspected. They're still having... They're still having bot snipes issues. Death Wizards cannot use. Storm pin. Disabling. Myth pin, life pin. Yeah, so the pins only work for... Okay, so it's better to keep the storm stats, I guess, even though I'm not really dual. But, what I'm looking for, I'm going to do filter. It's only usable gear. So, again, the hardback helm is level 30. And is still better. Because the head wraps... I mean, in this upcoming fight, it might come down to resistances. Okay, so my Tunic of the Everlasting is the best that I have currently. Vault Keeper. Okay, so... Poniard, Chris of Pondering, Poniard of Repose. Okay, Mortal Steel. Okay, so my current level 35 dagger is still better, even without that. Talisman of the Tower is what I currently have. Signet of Fatality. And I'm using the Rune Wardens. Okay. So the only other place that I might be able to get potentially better gear... Oh wait, I wanted to also sell off a lot of backpack space. Forgot about that. Sell equipment. Because I can't use a good majority of this. Oh wait, there's Backpack Buddy. Backpack Buddy, items. I want to... There we go. I want to keep... I do not need fire. I want to keep death gear and storm gear. Find items. Equipment-wise. Gems I'm sort of keeping right now. Namely because I have yet to look at my gear for what needs slotting. Arboreal robes. Melted deck level 50. Let me go back and remove the... I don't want to sell off school decks, actually, so I'm going to have to manually sell. Great, okay. So, Hood of High... So, if it says level 50, I gotta look to see if it's worth keeping. This would be good just for the health alone. So, sell off the Sweltering... Skull of the Re-Risen. That is something that I should quick sell, actually. Or feed to a pet. Because I don't need the, that's a life school only, and I don't have a life wizard yet. Mythological Mantle. Promethean Hood. I'm going to keep these for now. Just for the sake of waiting. Raiment of the Arboreal Robes. So, crown. Chronos Cloak of the Inferno. I'm going to check if that's also one of the crafting items. I doubt it is. Because it does, like, Raiment of the Re-Risen isn't, but it's like, I have... I doubt it is. Final Curtain, Morning Tunic. Okay, so we'll sell the Morning Tunic. Raiment of the Raven gives slightly better stats for the loss of health. Reapers can be sold. Salamander. Okay. Dark Elf. That would be useful for just the fishing, so that's why I'm keeping it. Shadow Stalkers are better because they have the health. But I would like to have the Death Piercing, especially against Malastare. Boots of the Open Grave. Just bunch of selling right now. Again, the Shadow Stalkers are a decent alternative if need be. So I'm going to keep them. Wand of the Scarab was stitched. That's why I'm keeping it. Sky Iron Alhasta cannot be sold. This cannot be sold. And that cannot be sold. Dagger of Detachment. Dirk of the Lich Lord. Lancet of Equality. Reaper's Blade. Elven Pendant. Why do I even still have that? Band of the Hearth. Harpy. Signet of the Ring of Ages. Okay. The Onyx Ring of Finality is worth keeping. In the case that I can actually get to that, Dragonfire deck can be sold. Okay. So, the other thing I would actually want to check is if he has the... I need to remove the usable stat. And go straight to level 50, see if he has any of the Malastare gear. Celestial Abyss set. This is where we start getting into Spider Keeper's Dark Hat is one of the ones for the crafting. Okay, and due to the low number is literally going to kill my bank account if I were to buy it. Okay. So then, teleport back to Dragon's Roost. We faffed about looking at gear. We're currently wearing potentially the best gear for our level, excluding any of this. So what's left to do is to go through and affix whatever we can to our items. Dual damaging. Honestly, the chip will add a little bit more flat damage. already been affixed. And yeah, so that's all I can do to get any more minor bonuses. So I am literally going in with these stats. And we will see how far and how long I last. Note, I am doing this solo as a level 40. And I didn't want to go and bother with the attempt of trying to get... Oh yeah, the chain. I'm an idiot. It's been a long time since I've been in this dungeon. And I'm not even the right... Again, I know I'm only a master, not the level 50. So I am most definitely fighting in an area that I am not meant to be at. I honestly forgot what's down here, so that's why I'm... there's a door. Is it a secret boss? No. Okay. Thought maybe it was a secret boss. Explore Malistair's lair. New goal, defeat Malistair. Yeah, I get that. Diamond. Please give me a diamond. Nope, just a bunch more ore. Now, I have to be extremely careful because that is a Never mind. Guess I don't get a choice in this fight. Okay. So, my best bet would be turn 1 shield. Did every single person turn 1 shield? No, turn 1 blade and a pass. Okay. Okay, Ship of Fools. That, again, it comes down to my accuracy for that spell sucks. It also comes down to not being given the blades I need to start with. I was given traps, and I'm on a 4v1 fight, so it's not like I have a choice. I don't have the equivalent for a wildfire or the storm variant where all of them get traps. You know, rank 3 spells in Dragonspire, okay. Makes sense. As a minimum level for attacks, I will give on that. Let's do another tower shield. Actually, no, we need to get rid of the traps, because, again, right now, I can't do anything with the traps. That one hurts. That one hurts. And an ice shield, most likely. Yep. Well, thank you for the Death Blade. Let's go with Lord of Night. It'll at least kill one of them and also heal me. If it worked, why am I rolling so bad today? Must be because I didn't do the new intro. That must be the reason. It's the only thing that I didn't do. Well, I already have healing right now, so again, kill off one of them, please. Please just kill it off. And it ate the other power pip. Game. Developers, please explain to me why you insist on having level 1 spells in areas that should be not using level 1 spells. I've heard Celestia got remodeled. Well, Dear Knight's a dot, so I don't care about the weakness. But I heard Celestia is now easier. But it's still going to be a culture shock if they're not using rank 1 spells. Because you shouldn't be using rank 1 spells. Yeah, they're all dead. I barely touch anything and I'm going to be dragged into every single fight apparently. Okay, good to know. Thank you for informing me of that decision. Okay, so my best bet is to just defend until I can get Myth Blade and either Myth Trap or an attack. Well, I got rid of that. I was expecting a trap, to be honest. Dear Knight. Are you kidding me? That's... Every single one of my spells have failed right off the bat. Immediately. No questions asked. Just instant fail every time I cast a spell. Thank you, my rabbit friend. He's going to be the reason I survive Malistaire, most likely. Okay, let's try this again. $442 across the board, doing another 400 points of damage. Meh. Again, that damage isn't a lot. And I know for this entire series, I didn't really do any farming. And that's the thing that I sort of regret, is I didn't do any boss farming. This was supposed to be using the best gear I could find, but I didn't do any boss farming, and I should have. I should have looked at what boss drops were good, what boss is to farm, really. Besides for spell elements. And even then, if I beat Malastare, I can't farm spell elements in Dragonspire anymore. No, not Dragonspire. I wouldn't be able to farm them in Mushu. Kiai. They're all going to have the one partial pixel of health. But in this case, Ship of Fools would be a good card to have to get back to full. Unless you 4-pip. Nope. It's like, unless you Sandstorm. Of course, I'm not getting Ship of Fools. Let's just Moon Shield. Which at least negates this myth attack. Nope. Next myth attack. I mean, I get a blade back anyway, so I don't care about using Kiai. Oh, this hurts. Again, can I please get Ship of Fools? Or, you know, any of my pseudo healing? No, I don't get my pseudo healing. I get my proper healing spell. Meteor. No, Firebird. I'm getting a little annoyed with the fact that I'm not getting the spells I need, and I had to waste that blade. Because I'm already at half health. Ah, here's an attack spell, but doesn't heal you. Which I also have to add Death Prism into my spell deck. I should probably put a couple more traps in here. I only need one dead zone. Add a few more of my attack spells. Treasure cards. Let's also add a few. Um... I'm just look if they have a damage over time. Well, we could add the specialized sunbirds. I didn't realize sunbird actually had a good gambit mechanic. Draw health. I don't use minions. Nothing on the storm side. That's going to be helpful. I mean, I doubt I'll ever get that card to work at my low level. And if enemy has a DOT, so that's fine. I'm just grabbing any spells that might give me an advantage. Dragon's Roost, Path of Scales. Path of Scales, Dragon. Okay, so we went that way. Went this way. Okay, so we need to go to the elevator here. Okay. Now then, we have Gertok and Gertok. If I remember correctly, these doors are locked. Find the crystal. Crystal's on the opposite end of the room. Over there. And I really do not want to fight this boss if I possibly don't have to. Okay, I need to go to Dragon's Maw. Pop up here, grab as many of the reagents as I possibly can. Okay, I'm guessing they made this boss rush for if you wanted to farm for the Dragonspire gear. Well, not pity gear, but the good Dragonspire gear. Okay. Then it interact with this crystal. Okay, I'm back at full health. Howling Cave, I think has lava in it, so Merrick Thistlethorn. You're a new person. I've never seen you in here before, and you're not a person to talk to. Okay. That's odd. Now, this fight, I have a feeling, is not negotiate. Oh, wait. Yeah, it is. Or diamond, please. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Damn. Mint. In here, the lighting for these spiders work. I figured. It was a little too close to... Okay. Deathblade. Was a little too tight. Shield, Ship of Fools. Heckhound's going to pop that fire trap. Okay, that immediately negates any attack damage by half. We'll do Deathblade and then Ship of Fools. Okay, you're doing a Storm Trap. Nope, Stormblade. You're attacking. Negating the shield. For the same amount of damage as the Heckhound. Ship of Fools. Ouch. Don't know what that was, but okay. Is my mic picking up the... I have no clue what my mic is picking up. Thank you for the healing, and none of them died. That's alright. That's what round 2 is for. Okay, again, I have no clue what my mic is picking up on. Oh, that's the... Okay, now I know what that is. Again, I'm still going to get full heal off this. There we go. Arboreal robes. Now the best, again, same strategy, just do not get into Do not touch. The enemies whatsoever. There we go. We do not need to fight those two. So there were 3 bosses prior that I could have fought. Okay. Now we get to the Crown of Fire, where we see Malastare up there. We see the hand of the Dragon Titan. And the wing. Oh, that's not nerve-wracking at all. And we need to kill off these guys to be able to unlock the door. Honestly, I am surprised that we're finishing Dragonspire today. I was not expecting this to be happening today. I was expecting maybe another stream before Malastare. I was so yeah, I don't know what to say right now. Because there was one stream I wanted to do specifically, and I'm going to try reaching out to Sam. She also live streams, and see if we can find the best level 50 gear that does not require me to enter Celestia. If we can find the best level 50 gear that doesn't require me to enter Celestia, that would be great. But that is completely a time sink, to be honest. Okay, one more turn and I get Ship of Fools, which will kill them. And heal me back up to full. I love it when a plan like this works. You know, going straight off with the rarity of a 4-pip spell. Oh, I think Wyvern is a 4-pip spell. Stun blocks. I have stuns. Evil Snowman is a 3-pip. Blizzard is a 4-pip, so is Wyvern a 5? I didn't think Wyvern was a 5. That guy is very protective of his mind. But I don't think being protective of your mind protects you from pirates. Okay, that's one half of the door unlocked. straight off the bat, getting a Death Blade is awesome, because that means I don't need to, do Ship of Fools after the, I don't need to do Ship of Fools after Mordred. If I get a Power Pip, Mordred could just kill them with the damage over time. And I did not get a Power Pip. And I'm not wasting Ship of Fools. Why? I still don't understand why they have the prisms. If someone could explain why they have prisms when it's not needed for them to have the prisms. This one, no, it's another prism for some reason. I don't know why they have prisms. That wasn't supposed to fizzle. Empowerment doesn't work for me. Don't need another Spirit Blade. I don't need that. I don't need Faint. I need Mordred, really. Because I don't want to do a two-turn... Well, not two-turn, but two-spell casting of... Well, now I could do a Blade and then Mordred, which does even more damage. And I may have to use that potion. Again, sir, I don't believe protecting your mind will help protect against the onslaught of Mordred, the Deer Knight. Trap, trap. Blade or blocks. Yeah. They're dead. If I had picks, I could go with a pixie. But they're dead. I believe there's supposed to be like a healing zone somewhere before Malastare. Or not. One more minion fight. This one's going to be a bit more arduous. Because they're all death. But that means I'm doing more resistance. I gain resistances, and they gain resistances. Well, that was a lot of faffing about, for certain. Dead Zone would make sense. It would also hurt me, but help me at the same time. use the Empower because it'll use the weakness to my favor. It'll also remove at least one of those. Because having that plus 60's not fun. We'll do Deer Knight. I don't want to use my prisms unless they're against Malistaire, because I have no clue what the health of Malistaire is anymore. But I know that's a one-on-one fight. So the whole goal is survive as long as possible. Ouch. Okay, that makes sense. Go with Ship of Fools, I need healing. I'm going to die if I keep getting hit like this. Another 65 bonus on a spell that does barely any damage. There we go. They'll resist a good portion of it, but it's still a bit more than a pixie's worth of healing. Dead Zone. I'll just do Dead Zone. It will boost their damage, but it'll also boost mine permanently by 25%. So, same with Malistaire. That's going to be a double-edged sword. But seeing as I am just getting stuck with pips... Thank you, my rabbit friend. We go. Again, still doing damage is better than no damage. I don't need the reshuffle. Let's do another Giga Drain. Next turn, I'll be able to do another Ship of Fools. Thank you, my rabbit friend. Like I said, this pet's the only reason I've probably gotten as far as I have. Which is insane to think about. Hey. There we go. Ship of Fools. It will at least kill one of them. Hopefully. As long as one of them does not cast Wraith. long as, like I said, as long as one does not cast the Wraith, we're good. Okay, Bart and Beetle. I doubt that's their actual names. Yep, one of them's dead. I could get another one dead with Ki. Skeletal Pirate. Okay, you have my respect. That is finally a spell that does extremely good amount of damage. Now, that does mean if I do, farm for gear, gauntlet gear would be allowed. Thank you. So that would mean I could farm Crypt and the D&D pack. The D&D gauntlet. I also have some other gauntlets that I could probably run as well. Do you know how rare it is to see that spell be used by a non-player character? If I could get a Death Power Pip, that would be nice. One more turn of Ship of Fools. I won't get as much healing because the other two are dead. Speak of the devil, I say heal, and I get healed. I swear this pet is on pixie dust. Power Pip. So next turn I'll get a regular Pip. Next turn I'll get a Death Pip. I love how it does not count as a 4-pip spell, though. Which doesn't make sense. It should count as a 4-pip spell because it's requiring a Death Power Pip to cast. Again, that's more than a pixie, so it's almost 2 pixies in a turn, so okay, what gear did I get? Level 45, 45, and Ectoplasm. Cutscene time.
Master, this is Cyrus, your brother. Stop this madness at once. The Dragon Titan will no more serve you than he did the Lords of Dragonspire. Sylvia, your wife, she's gone. There is no power in the spiral that can bring her back. Certainly not this. My brother, Cyrus. You have apparently lost your faith in my abilities. How unfortunate. And how blind of you. The Lords of Dragonspire lacked the will to command the Dragon Titan. I am far stronger than they were.
No, you're more... I would have to say... lost in grief.
I am the Master of Death. The Dragon Titan will do as I command. I I will order it to return my wife Sylvia to life so that she might rule at my side.
I'm sorry, I believe Einzel Goon is the true master of death.
Cyrus holds up the knowledge crystal, storing Sylvia Drake's memories.
I can see that in your madness there is no listening to reason. But perhaps you will listen to the sound of your own heart.
Malastair, please. It's me, Sylvia. Listen to me. You must stop this madness. The man I loved would never risk the lives of so many for his own desire. I love you. Please release me. Be happy and move on.
I expected better of you, brother. You thought you could trick me with a mere illusion? You'll pay for evoking my beloved Sylvia.
Again, that wasn't an illusion.
Now for my stand aside, young wizard. You cannot hope to stop me.
Well, it was supposed to be a 1v... One, not a 4v1. Okay. So, he has 8,000 health. His minions can be killed off with a couple castings of, Deer Knight. I just gotta get that first strike to be doing life damage to Malastair. So all my prisms need to go onto Malastair. The other ones I do not give two cares about. If I'm fighting resistances or not. Okay, what matters is Curse into Feint on Malastair. So that's plus 100 to any attack against him. And that could be done in any order. I need to get the Death Prism before I do Spirit Trap and Death. Feint. Again, this is... I should wait till those get cleared first. In this case, just attack the Soul Servant. Actually, shield myself. Lightning Bats. Okay, that's going to eat that shield. That's fine. Okay. Death traps don't stack, thank God, so that's fine. That minus 55, it would be good. We just got our first Death Prism. Okay, I can start building up the damage on Malastair. And Ship of Fools is going to be the most ideal, probably, spell to go with. If I could even get an attack spell, that is. Let's get rid of this weakness. Hey, I'm not looking at surviving, that's for certain. So, this may be my second death. Only thing I can do is shield because I can't heal because I'm not getting my spells. Yep, Wyvern is a 4-pip. Okay. I got all the spells I need if this was a one-on-one fight. Thank you, my rabbit friend. Sprite's not strong enough. I don't want to pull my treasure cards, but I may have to because I'm not looking at surviving another round. I'm going to die again. Unless they all pass, which isn't going to happen. If it does, I'll survive. It just means I have to attack Malistaire to get the highest damage output. And with that weakness, it kills it. Just slightly more, and I don't get an attack spell to follow up with. I get a trap that's going to get me killed. Now, this is one of those fights where it's like, fleeing would be great, but I can't. This is one of those fights where it's, if it was against, say, a different boss, fleeing would be possible. But storyline-wise, Malistaire saw us coming up the walkway. He wouldn't allow us to flee. Especially with that thing right behind us. I'm dead. No matter what I do, I'm going to die this turn. And there's why. Next attack, if it does more than 328 points of damage, I'm dead. And it passed. Because my pet's healing me with another sprite. You know, Pixie would be nice, but thank you. Okay, at least I was able to get this spell off, but I literally got hammered. I most definitely got hammered. If I'm lucky, this works. Wyvern. Might survive. Might survive. Come on, Pixie. Yes! No, that's not Pixie, that's Fairy Queen. Okay, Banshee won't insta-kill me. Next, if they spam Banshee, might. He can't, so all he's going to be able to do is put a trap on me or a weakness. He, on the other hand, could hit me with Skeletal Pirate. Or Scarecrow himself. Wyvern. Fizzled. Okay. Ship of Fools, do not fail me now. Good. We just got a decent amount of health back. Not a huge amount, but a decent. Okay, Bart and Bob, how about you fire the cannon? Barely anything on Malistaire. But that keeps me in the ring. Deathblade. Hopefully one of his minions dies. He's doing a neutral attack? That nearly wiped me off the face of the earth. I'm dead. Yes, I did kill one. Won't kill me, but the next guy will. Death. There's no way I survive this. Okay. Counter, please. That was our second death. Okay, so we have a teleport back to him. So what I'm going to do... Hey, Xander, long time no see. And I personally don't do Warzone. That was Robert, and again, I have a hard time getting in contact with him. Though there may be potentially other fill all potions. There we go. Okay, hopefully but it's been a long time for certain. Are you bloody kidding me? I have to go. I have to do all of this again. Okay. At least I don't have to redo the dungeon. I don't have to do all the puzzles. I just have to avoid getting into fights. And the gate is already unlocked, so I should just have to run back up there. But this actually may be the end of the series for Season 1 anyway. Season 1 being Arc 1. Now, Arc 2, oh boy. That's what terrifies me, because I still have yet to complete Arc 2 on my main. I do not play Rivals. I'm thinking of potentially doing, after this series, after after doing this series, I'm going to be taking after I beat Malister, I'm going to be taking a break from Wizards. I know I've taken breaks before, but that was due to extraneous circumstances. In this case, I'm going to probably either do Pal World, because there was a recent update to the game, and because Nintendo can literally go pound sand. Second, I may also do Genshin, because I am still at the very beginning of that game. I do have a few friends that will probably help power level me, but I might do Genshin, I might do... As long as this door is not relocked, I should be fine. And I don't have to fight the minions again. At which it does not look like I have to. It might be a good idea to switch back to the Sky Iron Hosta. Namely because of the +4 percentile damage. I do not have mods for Pal World right now. And no, the one I killed respawned me. Okay. And I actually get my attack spells right off the bat. This time around, instead of my... Oh, here's all your utility spells. Thank you, my rabbit friend, for healing me. I needed that last round, but okay. Politics-wise, I don't want to bring politics into my channel. This is more meant for as a gaming channel than it is a political one. So, as much as I would want to answer your question, it's not the place. Kiai would be good to work on the minion at least. I do not play Street Fighter. The other games that I might do would be like Sid Meier's Pirates, but that would probably be as a normal series. Trying to think what else. Again, I mostly play simulators or MMOs right now. I do have actual Magic the Gathering cards, and I remember trying to make a pseudo, but I don't remember. Thank you for the blade. Death Blade. I need to kill off the minions because that's what the problem was last time, I believe. Oh, this is a rare time I see the enemy using a damage over time. That is fire. I do have Maple Story. been a while since I've actually played MapleStory, though, so I know I'm several updates behind. I don't want to waste the blade on the Empower. Let's discard the reshuffle for now, followed by the feint. I really wish I got that feint out. So how's things going on your end, Xander? Oh no, you did the same amount of damage to the fire cat. Hello, Dawnbreaker. Let's wait one more turn, get Deer Knight, because Deer Knight at least will do damage over time, and I'd rather have a dot active where I'm at least doing some damage versus no damage for multiple turns. How's your day going, Dawn? At least I'm still at the silver ranking. I'm a little more terrified for Celestia and Arc 2 moving forward with the rating system that I have at the very top. I'm sorry, was I just swarmed by dark sprites? Sorry, rank 1 spells just... I zone out when I see a rank 1 spell being used. So, did I just get attacked by 4 dark sprites? So, Xander, if you're still in the stream, how's your day going? Or if Don's still in the stream chat. Okay, that should be about a 10% resistance overall. Malistaire is going to be higher, I already know that, but I was talking about the minions. That minion, the second minion is dead. Pierced 50 figured. It's going to be reduced down like no tomorrow because he has like 98% resistance to death school damage, which... Nice! Sadly, that I have to break the news again, but this is the last episode for Arc 1. For Season 1 of Arc 1, anyone. So, Season 2 would be Arc 2, so... with my Death Wizard, but I'm not going to immediately go with Arc 2 right off the bat. I'm pretty much going to try to find the best gear I can find without entering Celestia. Now, that could be gauntlet gear, that could be anything. These two are probably dead by the dots. So what I could start doing is working on getting my massive hits to, yeah, 300, and they had like 3, that's going to be doing about 300, maybe 400, little under 400 damage. So how much health do they have? It was 147. They're dead. Okay, I don't care about them anymore. My goal should be faint on Malistaire. It'll be removed. Lightning bats. Okay, we're actually going fairly well into this. We've had 3 fairies from my pet, but the 2 minions are dead. Then I need to save a spell. I don't want to use Ki. I do, but I don't. If he does attack, then I'll be removing the trap on myself and gaining several more pips in the process. What world are you in, by the way? Sorry for not asking immediately. I'm sort of focused on doing some damage. Okay, so we have the feint on him. I have reshuffles, so me discarding like I am isn't a problem, as long as I don't discard all my reshuffles. There we go. That's the hand I wanted to see. Death Prism. Charmonion. Okay, so Healing Current would be a good one to cast probably when I am below half, but right now I'd like to keep stacking bonuses until I can't. Potent Trap and Potent Blade will be nice once I get to Azteca. Let's do a Moon Shield to prevent some damage coming my way. Nice! Is Carmel part of Arc 3 or Arc 4? Yeah, now would be the time for Healing Current. Let's see, I could put another Death Prism. That would be at least nice for a second attack. Let's do Spirit Shields. First world of Arc 4. Then what comes after Chrysalis? Is it Polaris? Sorry, as much as I've played this game since, like, 2010, I have never reached max level in this game. Let's go Spirit Blades. Okay, I have a feint on him, so he has a plus 70. I need to get Hex and it looks like I already have another. So I need Curse on him. Let's look at the bonuses I stacked. 30, 60, 70, yeah. Do a Curse. Then if I could get my Death Blade. Then Lord of Night. I did not get my Death Blade. Crap. Delete those. If I do Deer Knight, is the first world in Arc 3. Thank you. Okay, so if I do Lord of Night, I heal up and do a metric crap ton of damage. That's what I need to do, is a metric crap ton of damage. So glad I kept the moon shield boots. Of course. Okay. Backup plan is I do Deer Knight followed by Sunbird. Deer Knight's not going to do a whole lot of damage on the consecutive turns afterwards, because it's death damage, but it's the main hit followed by my follow-ups of almost half his health in one hit. He's going to resist 90, like I said, 90% of that, but because he has a dot, yeah, 37. One special event point. What special event point did I just get? I have to look at the special events now to see how I got rewarded that point. Dead Zone would be good as well. If I go Healing Current, let's get rid of Empower. Free Death, Treasure Deathblade is fine. Yes! Oh! Yes. Soloing entire Malister dungeon. This is the final... This is the series finale of Season 1, so Season 2 will be picking up with Celestia. However, I'm not going to be starting Celestia immediately because of my wonderful rules, which are listed in the playlist with where this all started, namely in Crocotopia. He still has that charm, so I don't want to convert yet. Dead Zone will take up one of my death pips. Let's do Dead Zone to do a little bit more damage. What's going on? Always awarded for using treasure cards. Okay. I thought I was getting, you know, points for using, you know, doing dot damage for a second. I know Death Zone is a bit of a double-edged sword in my case. We're going to do Healing Current because I have a regular pip. Hopefully it does not eat up all my pips. It did not eat all my death pips. Thank God. Okay, we're going to do another death. We're going to do another Death Prism. We have the treasure card Death Blade in play, which will get used. We will have another Death Blade in play, which will get used. Because we have a life trap, in theory, it might get used. if I put another feint, that would help. But yeah, when I soloed this, I died once. It says I died twice up top, but I have only died once in this dungeon. I died another time earlier on in Dragonspire. Ow, my hand. Let's go with another Spirit Trap. This is going to hurt. So for that's the thing. I would agree with you, except when I'm converting from death to life. I think the life trap might activate. I doubt it. The only spell that I can cast right now would be Ship of Fools, just to get some health in return. I would normally agree with you, but because I've had the universal traps before and after, those work no problem with the prism. But that life shield is from a different. Yes, it did use it. That's what I was curious about, if the life trap would be activated, and that's a good heal. No, the one I didn't just cast did not get activated. I still have a life trap on there. So you have to do. That was an awesome hit. For certain. If I could pull that off again, I need to get 2 Death Blades. Also, if anybody's interested in knowing the stats of this pet, I will gladly show them afterwards. Because this pet single-handedly kept me going through the clock towers of Big Ben when I was in Marleybone. This pet literally was on pixie dust or something. Let's do the blade. I don't believe I have another Death Blade, but if I could get Lord of Night. Lord of Night is probably the highest damaging spell I have. I know I have Skeletal Pirate. I don't use Skeletal Pirate because I have maximized basically either using Lord of Night, using universal life steals, because I do not have access to Scarecrow yet. That was one of my rules, is I have to beat the world at the minimum level. So in this case, I will be beat, so I don't have Vampire in my deck. But I will be beating Dragonspire as a level 40. I beat Crocotopia. I was able to do the leveling up in between because there was clear goals and insta-death. Unless he has the 1 pixel of health. He did not have the 1 pixel of health. Oh boy.
I failed you, Sylvia. All I wanted was to free you from death.
Arguably she already is.
I've done so much to help bring you back.
I do not have a max level at all.
Oh, Malistaire, I'm in a better place. Come to me. Rest now, my love. You can rest now.
No, he can't. I already know he can't.
Close the cover on this unfortunate chapter. It is unfortunate that you were drawn into such a dangerous battle, but you showed courage and ingenuity beyond anything I could have imagined.
Thank you.
I have lost my brother, though the true Malistaire was gone long ago. I will return us both to Headmaster. I've opened a portal leading there. I suggest you use it.
First and foremost, I would like to see what all I just got. Snow Crushers. A bunch of reagents. Oh boy, a metric crap ton of reagents. Dude, I'm still clicking through reagents. Namely spellements. Stone Rose. Let's see. If I go backpack. I got 7 Claws, Elephant, Skeletal Pirate, Hydra, Minotaur, Blighthound. Yeah, I'm still going through spellements. Immolate, Mantle of Embers, Ectoplasm, Mythological Mantle, Coif, Veil of Leaves, Great Sagas. I did not get a Stone Rose. Oh, the Stone Rose quests. Funny enough, I have not done any of the Prospector Zeke quests. Why have I not done any of the Prospector Zeke quests? Because in this case, for this challenge run, I'm not using any of these, I'm not using any secondary spells. Oh man, I can already upgrade Dream Golem. Okay, I don't do PvP. So I'm probably going to keep it down the non-PvP route. Minus 25... I don't use Dream Golem, though. I don't use Dream Golem at all. Either. That's the other problem. I can okay, I'll be able to upgrade Wraith right off the bat, but like I said, I don't use those abilities. Is there anything else? Cantrips, okay. Oh yeah, you're wanted for those who wanted to look at my pet. Health Gift, Sprite Queen, Sprightly, and Fairy Friend. I gave them the Wisp bonus, which makes them very much my main pet. I still have to upgrade them to Mega and Ultra. So Ultra Plus for the Bullhead. I have, like... Requires Ultra to gain Druid. Not Druid. Dryad, which arguably might be worth replacing this with at some point. I'm in very clutch. When you have 3 of them... When you have 3 of them, that is beyond clutch. Let's see. I still have to do the Lore Master. I still have a bunch of side quests to do. I still have my crafting quest, which, again, the one reagent I am short on for the blasted ring is 1 more diamond. Actually, 16. Hold on. Well, let's go talk to Merle Ambrose quickly. Deliver the good news.
Bravo, bravo, young wizard. Because you stopped Malistaire, you've saved every world upon the spiral.
Okay.
The headmaster looks at you with a twinkle in his eyes.
Thank you.
I remember when you first enrolled at Ravenwood. I thought I saw something special in you.
Yes, and the guy behind me wanted me expelled.
I apologize for the actions of my brother Malistaire. With your help, I have released Sylvia's spirit and have done my best to set things right.
Yes, I know that. I understand
And
that.
I admit that I should have trusted your instincts about the young wizard, Ambrose. Though off to a rough start, the wizard has become a truly remarkable student.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Ki, you might want to move Cyrus Drake so he's not clipping into Abby K. Doodle and, you know, backhanding her every time he talked and moved.
Now, how about heading back to our classes? I'm certain we can all use a break from adventure.
Malastare rematch. Claim reward. Oh, I just got all of the rematches. But the reason I said, hold on,
Young wizard, come and see me at once. I've important news for you about
Celestia. Yeah. Again, I know. I'm not going to do Celestia. Selenopolis is not Celestia.
You have done well to thwart the thief of my eye. It was a shame he no longer had the eye itself. What became of it? I can't remember.
Neither do I.
But I do remember, or I imagined. There was more to your quest than one rogue necromancer. A chill wind is blowing, but I can't quite grasp. You must prepare. You must harness magics beyond that of the average student. You must study the practice of archmastery.
Which I have been doing since being informed of how busted it is in Arc 1.
So far you have wielded the power of one of the 7 schools, but with diligence, with skill, with the Duel Master and Unicorn Way, Diego. Beware the shadow.
So that's the hint to, that's the wonderful hint of the plot hook of Arc 2. But what I'm going to quickly do is switch realms immediately. Because the first thing I'm going to do... Okay, this realm's actually pretty... is I'm going to go straight home. We're not done with the stream yet. I mean, it's been a long stream for certain. But, again, there is some other stuff I want to get done. First things first. What level do you guys believe I will immediately go up to? I doubt I'll get to level 50. If I do, I'll be amazed, but I highly doubt it. So, I want to see your guesses quickly. If there's anyone in the chat still. I'll give it you guys a few minutes. I'm going to immediately go and head towards my crafting area. I still gotta decorate this place for certain, as well as fix up my garden down there. A 43. That doesn't sound right. What I need... Actually, no, I need my backpack first. I need to go to my bank. Shared bank. Reagents. Let's see. I need... diamond. I have 13 diamonds in here. Ghostfire, I believe, can be bought from the person. I don't have any death spells in here, so... I don't believe I have any ghost fires in here. If I do, I'll be shocked. Nope, I do not. Straight to hatch pepper. Okay, so how many more... So am I literally just that one diamond off? Yes, I am literally just one diamond off. I'm pretty sure if... I just don't remember where the transmute, card is. I'm pretty sure it's in Mushu. I know I have to go to Mushu as well for a different crafting recipe. Also, for the level 50 gear that I might be able to get. So you're saying you're saying 43. If I beat Dragonspire as a level 40, the equivalent of a level 43, 46. Ouch. Okay. Eesh. Oof. Not good. Not good at all. I'm going to have to finish off Grizzleheim and Wisteria, and I'm going to have to finish off quests. I'm going to need to go complete Wisteria and Grizzleheim, as well as Lore Master. I'm going to have to go... I already have you, though! But that does mean my backpack. I have some level 45 gear. That might be worth using. I mean, I'd rather stick to my level 30 because of that plus 9 percentile. But Tunic of the Everlasting could be switched out. The Final Curtain, I would lose a lot of my strength, so I'm going to want to look for a level 45 one that boosts percentile damage. Again, the Shadow Stalkers are the equivalent of the Goth Fairy shoes, but a little bit better in a few areas, but not by much. I can now use the Dragon Rider's Staff. Again, why do I have... that was a Stitch. That's why. Reaper Blade I could actually use. I don't think I have another... yeah, so I'll have to... so I'll be able to equip the Reaper Blade and do the Arch Mastery add-on to it. Ring of Finality equipped, and then Square Gem. Defense. I would like to use the defense... Opals. Question. Does the incoming healing count towards... that of... does the incoming healing affect the incoming heal from Death School? Honestly, if I get up to level 50 or 48, I was not expecting to be as low level as I am. So, I need to go to Dragonspire. You said the Anthem. As long as I don't enter Celestia proper, I don't have to level lock. That is the one caveat to this rule. Also, I need to change my counter again. From actual healing spells. Dang, I was hoping. But I need to change my actual counter because I did get... so, current point. Hey, Johnny. My current point system, so if I get 0 deaths in a world, it's +3. I died twice in Dragonspire. So that goes down to 2. So I completed Arc 1 with a 14 out of 15. So that is Arc 1. 14 out of 15. So that means my counter, so deaths, 2. My counter resets to 0 because Arc 5. Current points for Arc 1. So Arc 2. 0 out of 0. Okay. I will actually make that a little bit more readable. Up top. And let's just get some mana. And you said Anthium. Okay, so Dragonspire Academy, Necropolis, Anthium. Here we go. Again, I just need to get some Ghost Fires as well, which means I need to buy it from the reagent vendor. Buy more, I need 18. How's your day going, Johnny? I really wish the member benefits right now was not the or stone brick, so the potential of fossils. Nope. Realm. There we go. Now we can get the Ring of Apotheosis done. Again, crafting gear falls into the category of potentially the better gear, so that's why I am going with trying to get the crafting quests done as well, if need be. I also have a high-level wizard that is actually a pretty good crafter as is. Okay. Death Decathlon. You use a treasure card in combat. Okay. Spiral Showcase. Craft an item. No transmutes. Okay. I don't really pay attention to the special events. I know Samantha, Rogue Gaming, she showed up in a few of my older streams. Really did not like the fact that I ignored the special events. I just don't keep track of when they start. And, like, I need 36 world spellments or treasure cards. It's like, some of these aren't reagents that I need for crafting. Okay, so I need to go to Dragonspire. Again. Still love that I have to teleport to the Drake Hatchery. So. Yeah, that is a bit on the concerning side that I'm 4 levels below what I need for Arc 2. Don't need to talk to Cyrus Drake. Why am I standing by Cyrus Drake? Hello? Portal. Another Lava Lily, and I need to go talk to this guy, who's going to send me to Mushu to go buy some Mushu crafting recipe.
You certainly took your time, didn't you? I know an eternity when I see one, and that was an eternity. Let's have a look, shall we?
Balthazar examines your rings, almost dismissively. As he goes, he smiles and seems less dismissive.
Well, you've certainly got a few tricks up your sleeve. Not bad at all.
Thank you. Needle and bone.
Your work is impressive. I'll give you credit for that. I need for you to make me 2 Duskwind tunics to demonstrate that you're not a one-trick pony. Bring them back to me. For the recipe, you must go to Mushu and speak to Yao Fan. He can be found in the ancient burial grounds.
That's a new one. I remember it being a bookcase. I remember it being a bookcase, not a... Duskwind tunic. Ancient burial grounds. Which I gotta remember how to get to Ancient Burial Grounds. Yoshito. So I need to go to the Rock Dojo. I also need to talk to Marley a bit for some more gardening recipes, probably. I have side quests in almost all the worlds that I could go back to do as well, so when it comes to experience, I have a lot of it waiting. Plus, the gauntlets, I believe, also give XP. It's just a matter of, is the XP worth it? Well, is the gauntlet gear worth it compared to, say, crafting gear? And that means I could either farm Malistaire n-tenth amounts of times, and if I do it n-tenth amount of times, then I could get the gear at the Dragonspire Crafter. This is to ancient. No, that's to the Tree of Life. That's to Village of Sorrow. I took the longest way possible to get to the Ancient Burial Ground, because I don't remember Mushu. But I do need to find the best of the best gear, and I know Crown Shop items technically count as arguably the best of the best. Even though Gauntlet gear technically doesn't count as... Okay, so I need to talk to... Who again? Okay. Yao Fan. Where is Yao Fan is the question. Because I don't remember Yao Fan at all. Right on the opposite side. I'm blind. At times, apparently. Get the Black Lotus. That was a decent Black Lotus drop. So I need the Duskwind Tunic. I need to craft 2 of those. Okay, so I have no... So I don't have the list memorized. I'm doing a bunch of crafting, I know. Boring stuff. But sadly, that's part of the live stream, is you also see the boring stuff. Shared bank. Reagents. J. I need... Buy. All those are buyable. The bronze gear, I have to find, and I don't remember where I get bronze gears. So let's see if I have bronze gears. If I do, sweet. Bronze gears. I have a metric crap ton of them. Okay. Then I need black pearls and frost flowers. Black pearls and frost flower. Black pearl. I do not have a metric crap ton of that. And then frost flowers. Also don't have a metric crap ton of that. I am 1 black pearl short. I have plenty of that. And then I need a little bit more stone brick. Storm Rune, Sunstone, Superior Death Rune, Steerage. Okay, so I'm going to have to go farm a little bit more stone brick. That's not a problem. I just need to go buy 8 more Banshees, buy a bunch of Amethyst, and a bunch of that. Okay. And get another Black Pearl. Which, again, I know I have the Black Lotus. I don't have the transmutes because I don't know where I get the transmutes off the top of my head. I believe I should be able to buy them from the original crafters. It might be worth checking, actually. Mushu. Talking to the original crafting guide, because if it is just a matter of talking to the quest providers for the transmutes, I might be able to immediately get the gear done. Toshio, crafting. Ah, Jade Honey rematch. Transmutes are mostly in Celestia. There might be a few in Mushu. Okay, I believe I needed crystal vials. Yeah, I need 6 of them. Duskwind. I need 28 amethyst. Oh, I can type. I didn't realize I could do that. Okay, and then I just need to go buy a bunch of... Transmutes are mostly in Celestia. There might be a few. I swear there were other places with transmutes. Toshio. Yeah, it should be Toshio that has the vendor Toshio. Adept Crafter. Recipe Shop. That's what okay, I misclicked. Transmute to Black Pearl. Just buy all those. So yes, I was mistaken. Go home. I need to go... I just hit the wrong button. So each of the vendors actually does have a transmute. I just need to go back and get them. Like I said, I also need to decorate this house like no tomorrow, because this is sort of my default death school house. Okay, so I need a transmute, which is going to be the card crafting. We need the Black Pearl. And now I have double everything but stone brick. Which means go to Krokotopia, for example, and then realm hop there, or go back to the Anthium, because I was able to get some stone brick there. Wizard City. The library would probably be the best place to get the Banshee treasure cards, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, I haven't even done any of the Prospector Zeke, so finding the Smiths I haven't done at all either. Treasure card shop, please. Death, Banshee. I think I said I needed 8 more. Yep. Now, like I said, I just need 10 more stone brick. I want to get this crafting quest done. The reason I want to get it done is because if I get the crafting quest all the way done, it's not a massive problem. It's not a... Well, not a massive problem is the wrong way of wording it, but... if I get the crafting quests done, if the crafting gear is better than what I'm wearing, then awesome. That's great. That's what I need. So... Transmute Ecto, Fire Blossom, Fossil, Lava Lily. So, the Anthium is going to have a lot of ore, which I still believe we're going to need a massive amounts of in general sense. But I also just need 10 more stone brick. Make that 8 more stone brick. And I got a fossil, so 6 more. Again, I know crafting is not everyone's forte, and not everyone loves seeing reagent harvesting, but in this case, it's not like I have much of a choice. Hello? Game? Okay, I will be right back to figure out what the heck is going on with my realms. Because that was a little weird. Already harvested. Figured as much. There we go. Four more to go. And I'm going to have to resupply my diamond stash as well, so... Oh yeah, there's like a minute cooldown, and they're no longer... Why are they no longer showing the display for that? Actually, question. What do I have in my wonderful... Blue Ox, additional castle, balloon, spooky carnival attire, scarousel, creepy clown car, and a hyper elixir. Okay. That's all that I have. Okay. Hi. Well, that got me a lot of ore. Let's try Bernie now. Yeah, they just don't have the cooldown being shown anymore, which bites. Anyway, I think, you know, I'm going to be probably... I'm going to have to do some research, that's for certain. There we go. I'm going to have to do some research to see if I can find some good level 45 gear. Because I know the Bazaar might have some stuff that's useful. And I teleported to a realm that's already been harvested. Brilliant. I mean, Krokotopia also has a good amount of stone brick, so... And I have to head to Krokotopia anyway for the crafting reagents, so... For all I know, there might be one for stone brick. Doubt it, though. Plus, it's nice going to an area that they did get a remaster. And I believe I will now have access to Selenopolis, even though I can't use it. Recipe shop. Ancient scroll. Bone. Nightshade and parchment. Okay. Why is this a blue light? Is the secret shop active right now? Doubt it. Yeah, it's not. Hey. Well, I could go to Wizard City, check the bazaar for anything better than what I'm wearing, but then again, I doubt bazaar gear is actually going to be any good. I doubt there's going to be any good level 45 gear, since that's the best I can wear, and I should be wearing the best that I got, the best gear possible. I went to Krokotopia for stone brick. Why am I... I love getting sidetracked on several things. Way too many to keep track of, apparently. Which... Okay. Go back to Dragonspire. There actually might be stone brick over by Prospector Zeke as well. Thinking about it. Snack vendor, that's a new one. And no, there is no stone brick down here. I'm going to have to look up what pets actually give a lot of crafting gear, well, crafting items. Not pets. What plants for gardening give a lot of crafting items. I believe that's both of them now. Yeah. Hey, getting this quest done is going to be nice. Getting the crafting quest done always helps, because that means that I could potentially go to, I think it was the Necropolis, I believe. There's a place in Dragonspire that has crafted death gear. There we go. And he'll ask me to go talk to someone over in Celestia that I do not have access to. I know I don't have access to talking to him, because you have to complete a huge portion of Celestia to even be able to get to the floating islands. But in about 10 minutes, I think a 3-hour stream for the season finale would be good. Again, I didn't think I would be doing doing Malastare today. I thought I would be doing that maybe one more stream from now, but that put an end to this series for now.
Let's see what you...
Balthazar examines your work more...
Well, color me impressed. I've got to say, your skill is definitely notable. Are you sure you're not from Dragonspire?
Yes, I'm sure. Ironcrown.
You should indeed feel proud of your work when it comes to rings and robes. To demonstrate your versatility, your challenge is to craft 2 crimson bookstands. Bring them here. You will need a housing crafting station for this challenge. If you do not have one, you can purchase one from vendors throughout the spiral, including Dragonspire's own Nessa Lightblade.
Of course. And Crimson Bookshelf. Okay. I'm going to do that one off camera. Honestly, as much as I know people love seeing tutorials, I'm dueling Diego because I've been using Arch Mastery since the start of Season 1. That's a tutorial that could be skipped, that I'm not going to show. I may do another stream to finalize Grizzleheim. Maybe start Winter Tusk, because both of those are side worlds. But the other thing I need to do, actually, is, because I did level up, is go to Nightside. I need to go to Nightside for new spells that may or may not be useful for me. Yeah, I haven't even done Sunken City, which means I could get some XP from there as well. Hello, Dwargen. Okay, so I could get Crimson Phantom, Wraith. I need... Why can't I get Monster Mash? I'm level 40... Why... Close. There we go. Since it wouldn't let me close. It needs me to get infection. Why am I not getting it? Why did I not get infection? Quest. That's Mossback. What do I need to get the quest for infection? Because I can't get Monster Mash, even though that's supposed to be a... Like, Scarecrow requires Wraith. I can't get Scarecrow because they upped the level. Ah! Fair enough. Thanks, Don. Like I said, I'm... Train, yes. Okay, I didn't know we got fusion spells here as well. Okay, let's go get Monster Mash then. Now, because I believe I could use Monster Mash in regular non-PvP fights. So now if I just go to my backpack, remove all these super duplicates, I could actually remove Dead Zone now. Replace it with 2 Crimson Phantoms, because at least I then do damage with my wonderful spell. We could bring in Wraith. Wraith can at least replace Lord of Night. Monster Mash. Damage over time, boost, heal, AoE heal that I don't have access to. Okay, and Monster Mash could be useful. Then I have the Spellaments stockpiled for Monster Mash. Clear Aura for a -70, or I'll take the Gambit of the... Now, if I remember correctly, that is Gambit 3 Unluckies. So, what are... So, Curses. Okay. So, if I am saying I will sacrifice Curses, what specifically counts as a curse? That counts probably as a curse on a user. Well, on the enemy side. So if I get hit with weakness, does it convert the weaknesses to blades for me? Is that the meaning of that? Yay or nay on that? I also need one more of each of those. Yes, I know my spell deck is a mess, but overall, probably should have kept Strangle. Upgrade, yes. A little more damage never hurt. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream. We have completed the quest for this episode, so It's Gambit 3 on enemy, not yourself. Put 3 on enemy for... Oh! So I have to put 3 weaknesses. But the enemy would... So it's Gambit 3, so it's upwards of 3. So if they pass... If I cast weakness, they pass. And then I cast... This... It does an additional. So that could do upwards of 675. But if there's multiple... It could add up to 390? Is that what I'm getting? If I'm understanding Gambit rules correctly, it's like... It repeats. So if I have 1, it's plus 130. If I have 2 curses on them, it's then 260 on top of the 545. And again, those are traps. And wait, oh man, okay, I'm an idiot. Replace Wraith, return it with Lord of Night. Lord of Night gives a minus 55 healing curse, which means most enemies don't have healing spells. So if I do Lord of Night, Trifold Fever, oh! Yes, I can see that. Thank you. But Lord of Night also gives a penalty. Okay. So this plus Monster Mash. Okay. Thank you, Dawn. I'm still learning the Gambit system, as you could probably tell. So, okay, I need to look at Fire School again for my Fire Wizard, but... Honestly, yeah, We've completed Season 1. The quest is over, basically. Now, is there going to be like a Season 1.5, which will be Grizzleheim and probably Wisteria up to level 50? Possibly. There might be a few more streams before Season 2, where it's trying to get the best level 50 year possible before entering Celestia. I know Selenopolis is technically accessible now that I've beaten Malastare, but I don't believe I could actually gain any of the Selenopolis abilities. Looking at gear, filter, usable, okay, level 45. Onyx, okay. That gives roughly a little bit better than my current hat. Less health, better resistance, no accuracy. The Reaper's Hood gives... So the Reaper's Hood is a potential. If I get something better than the Reaper's Hood, okay. Nope, the Reaper's Hood it is. Final Curtain, Tunic of the Everlasting. If I get something better than Tunic of Everlasting... 12 fighting, losing health, 13 fighting, losing very little health. Okay. Ah. Black Rock's Obsidian Drape might be worth it. I lose the resistance. Crow's Wrap. Nope, Sylvia Drake's Funeral Drapes is actually better. It's worse in health, but is better overall. Equipped. And then we do level. And right now we're looking for anything that gives better percentile is what I focused more on health and percentile. So if there's something better than the Crown Shop gear, which there isn't. And the Crown Shop gear was from the loyalty store. Okay. Lambant Blade. Frostwood Blade. Branch of the World Tree. Wild Branch. Pillar of Ice. Justice. Stave of Ashes. Again, I know the Sky Iron Hasta is one of those sort of keep wands because of that plus 10 strength. Steelwinder, Terminus, Grimcast. Okay, Death Blow. Fire Scorch versus Minor Fire Scorch. 5 more damage. Okay. You'd be in, basically from what I saw for the gear at the end of Dragonspire, if I were to farm all the Dragonspire Malastare gear, I would need to do Storm. Or I have to go deal with the pins, which aren't as good. So now my character's stats are 45% extra damage, 19 resistance, 0 accuracy bonuses, extra credit badges, okay. I don't have extra credit. New badges, Savior of the Spiral, Necromancer. That's sort of what I keep is Master Necromancer, Pet Hatcher, okay. Available badge. Yeah, I have a lot of badges to gather. The housing one, I believe, is more of Blackthorn's favorite. Complete Grand Tourney Housing Gauntlet. Okay. Beat the Lich. Defeat King of Vernus 25 times. Stole Victory. Yeah, complete Liches and Legends as the Thief. Hey, I've done some of Selenopolis stuff, and for my Fire Wizard, I went with Balance, because turning shields into traps is nice. I have a lot of stuff I could probably sell as well. Again, Tunic of the Everlasting gives a bit more health, but isn't as great. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. So thank you guys for joining, especially you guys, you, Dawn, Owen, Xander, and John for jumping into the stream. Thank you guys for chatting with me. It made this a lot. I enjoy chatting with people while I'm on stream, so please hit that subscribe button if you're new. I am trying to reach, what, I think I'm near 100 already. Yeah, I'm already near 100 subscribers, so I'm still wanting to hit that 100 goal and still do a celebration for it. I don't have anything planned yet for it, but, oh yeah, I forgot. I had a job interview. I completely forgot about that. But, yeah, I'm going to be ending the stream here, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. I want to have that go below there. So, yes, I'm going to be ending the stream here, so thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next stream. Let's see. Plans for series. Potentially Pal World, potentially, Genshin Impact, potentially, well, continuing the Sid Meier series, which is just a normal series, not a live stream series. I will state now that there will be 5 weeks in summer where I do not upload or do any live streams, possibly if I got the job. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button down below, and I hope to see you guys on the next episode and next stream.